We survived COVID, y'all. Thank you, Rumi. Thank you, Fresh. You guys are so kind. It has been quite the week around here, and to be honest, I haven't even taken a test. Anders the one that took the test, but it all started with Auden. She was the one who got sick first, and we haven't had a single sore throat, a single runny nose, a single cough in this house. All of it has been throwing up and gastrointestinal issues. Except for me. I haven't had any issues at all, other than feeling just not 100%. Little nauseous here and there, but everyone. Hey, thank you, Alex. I'm gonna hold off on the dancing tonight, if that's okay. Actually, I've been bad at doing those dances, and I apologize. Well, that's very kind of you, Fresh. Eyelash extensions help. But I haven't felt so bad. I've been tired, and on Thursday, let's see. When did we, hey, it's Michael. Good.
Ooh, that was good.
That was good. Just a thing about commands. I did do a bless command. So if you do bless, it will automatically bring up Hallelujah, and I think Streamlabs has something. The look at my elbow is tricky because I'm laughing and Katie's saying it and there's music playing in the background, and so I don't feel like it will work as a command because there's too much kind of going on in the background. But this game sucks. I forgot about that. I see that on my sticky note right now, and I know exactly where that is. So I should probably make that. But the whole look at my elbow thing, I don't know. I'll see if I can make it work, but there's a lot going on kind of like in the background and whatnot. So anyway, thank you, Rumi. Bless.
Bless. So hey guys, I have an idea.
So, Auden came down with it on Tuesday. She woke up from her nap and was obviously sick, and she had it the worst out of all of us. And then Charlotte came down with it the very next day. She came down with it. Yeah, it was Wednesday night, because I remember that's when we had pizza. And honestly, Andrew and I both woke up at, I don't know, we woke up at, in the morning on like Thursday morning, I think. No, it was Friday morning because he had to cancel 4 trips this weekend. So this weekend roughly cost us about $1,000, which sucks. So, but anyway, we both woke up not feeling great, but not terrible. Andrew felt worse than I did. I just felt honestly, I felt worse after I got my booster than I did during all of this. It's been kind of on and off. I have not had any appetite. Nothing really sounds good, but I don't necessarily feel sick either, but I'm just not 100%. I definitely came out the best on top of everybody. Auden came out the worst. I did end up taking her C prime 19. Amen. And of course, Charlotte is back to like 125%. She was sick for about a day, maybe a day and a half. And then she was right back. Like yesterday, she was bouncing off the walls. I was like, you're insane. I can't even handle you right now. You need to simmer down now. She's been on a totally different level. Auden is still kind of, honestly, Auden's biggest problem is she just has a lot of gas. Poor thing. Her stomach hurts. She's been tearing it up around here. We finally got some little gas drops at the store today, but I don't know if this actually help. Anyway, so she's still not 100% either because she doesn't really want to eat anything. And I mean, she'll eat enough, but I was really worried about dehydration last Wednesday. I think it was because I took her to the doctor when I would have, or no, it was Thursday because I took her to the doctor when I would have been streaming. And they didn't have any appointments, so I just had to walk in with her, and we sat in the car for almost an hour, which sucks when you have a baby. At least with a kid, like with a toddler or with someone like Charlotte, I can just give him a screen. And we did watch some Baby Einstein while we were waiting, but we were waiting for a while, and it was right around the time she was supposed to take a nap, technically. Her naps are all over the place now, but it has been a weird week. And so I never would have thought. I thought everybody just had a stomach bug. I thought Auden came down with a stomach bug. I was really worried about dehydration, but she was okay, barely. No hospitalization, nothing like that. Not a fever in sight, nothing. And then Ander was like, this is weird. It's just different. I don't know. Because he had gas pains in the middle of the night too, and said that he was like, man, if this is what baby girl's been feeling, I feel for her. Because she'll wake up just sobbing in the middle of the night. So he's the one who took a test yesterday morning, and it came back positive. And we were like, well, I guess there's really no point in the rest of us taking tests because we've all been around it. I mean, I've been taking care of sick kids all week. You know, I've been cleaning up all sorts of nasty stuff. So a word for the wise as far as parenting goes. Parenting is a dirty job, but parenting sick kids it's disgusting. You just have to not think about it. You just don't think about it. We don't talk about Transformer variants. We don't talk about COVID. No. There's actually a video with a song that's been done on that already, and it was great. I'll post it on the Discord. It's fun. But anyway, overall, we have done remarkably well, and it's kind of surreal, and in a way, it's kind of a relief. Because everything has been so scary and everything's so frightening, and you hear all these stories about all these numbers, and I mean, we were bound to catch it at some point. Like Charlotte goes to school, and you know, she wears her mask, bless her. She wears her mask and she comes home wearing her mask. It's not like she comes off the bus carrying it in her hand or anything. Every once in a while she will, but she wears her little mask and she knows what to do. But it's so hard because we constantly, as parents right now, it's a constant battle between like, okay, well, do I send my kid to school or do I not send my kid to school? If I send my kid to school, I can't get anything done. If I don't send my kid to school, I can't get anything done. Granted, I don't work, so I have that, which is nice, but it's so infuriating. I posted an article just tonight on my Discord because there was no politics in it. It was just a flat out, this is what it's like to be a parent right now. There's no consistency. Nobody knows. Nobody has any clue. Nobody looks forward to anything, because at least at the beginning of the pandemic, we kind of looked forward to a vaccine. And yes, Ander is vaxxed. I'm vaxxed and Charlotte is vaxxed as well. Both Ander and I are boosted. So I am pretty positive that's why we had such a mild case of it. Now, why we got the gastrointestinal kind, I'm not really sure. But it was scary for Auden because I was afraid she wasn't getting enough. She wasn't hydrated. But some say you got 12 to 18 months being bulletproof from COVID. Now that I've had it, or after getting vaccinated, because that would be great. But it's like this article said, there's no consistency, because at first there was some hope on the horizon. It was like, okay, once we get a vaccine, and then they got the vaccine, and now it's just like, we don't know anymore. We can't really tell you. Everything is constantly changing. The CDC is like, oh, instead of 10 days, now it's 5 days. Well, you should send your kids to school, but you should send them wearing masks, but you don't, and we want you back at work, but we don't want you to catch COVID because we don't want you to take time off. Like, it's just insanity. And not that I'm working, but, oh, after having it, well, that would be great. Although, hasn't Michael had it like 3 times? Anyway, it's been wild. It's been really wild, and it's been quite the weekend. But honestly, I never would have thought COVID in a million years. It was Ander that was like, I think I'm going to go take a test. I think I'm going to get a test, one of those at-home tests, which could have been a false positive. That happens too. But there were too many weird kind of things about it in him. It wasn't so much in the girls, although there was, no, there wasn't anything bizarre about them because they literally just seemed like stomach bugs, just like we all had when we were kids. Luckily, when Charlotte was a baby and in diapers, she never got sick with a stomach bug ever. But Auden, wow, it was rough. She couldn't keep anything down, and she couldn't keep anything in, period. And it was so sad. But she wasn't even really cranky about it though. She was pretty chill the whole time. She's crankier now. But anyway, I don't know. Her sleep schedule's completely off. All of our sleep schedules are completely off. Charlotte is bouncing off the walls. Charlotte is fine. But tomorrow makes day 5. And so we're keeping her home from school tomorrow. But she hasn't had symptoms in 2 days. So we're putting her back in school on Tuesday because she's not sick anymore. She is so far beyond sick. Or far beyond not sick. Anyway. Have you gotten every variant? Did you get like COVID and then Delta and then Omicron? I mean, who knows? We don't even know, but it's kind of weird. And today, actually, I mean, we didn't go to church today because we're sick, or we have been. But actually, they sent out a message to all of the congregations in our stake, which is like if you put together a tent, you put stakes in the ground in a circle, you know? So each, like a group of like 12 congregations, or we call them wards, make up a stake. So we're in the Austin, Texas stake. No, lies, we're not. I'm sorry. We're in the, no. Shoot, now I can't even remember. Anyway, so there are 12 or so congregations in our stake, and there's a stake president, and then there are bishops of every single congregation, like Ander. And the stake president just sent out a message today saying we've canceled the second hour of church. We just have too many people that are sick. And not only with COVID, with the flu, with stomach bugs, with all sorts of stuff. Everybody's sick with something. So after the vaccine first came out, they ended the mask mandate for a month in my city. How foolish we were. If I catch one more variant and I get a free sub. You got a little clicker. You need a little Delta, a little COVID card. So yeah, that's kind of our household around here. It's been, UK just removed all social distance, passport, and mask mandates. Well, I mean, the weird thing about us was that Auden got it first. And I mean, I guess if anybody's going to get it, it's going to be the one that's not vaccinated. But for a baby to get it, the only place she could have gotten it was at church, honestly. I don't take her anywhere else. We don't even go grocery shopping anymore. We do like Walmart pickups, and then I just go pick up the groceries and bring them back inside. We rarely ever go into a grocery store ever. I mean, my sister was here, but Katie hasn't tested positive or been sick or anything like that. But that's the only place we can think of she got it. I don't know. She must have just put her hand, there was COVID on some surface at the church building, and she got it first and gave it to the rest of us. I just remember the next day, we put Charlotte to bed and we'd put Auden down, and then Auden woke up at about 11 o'clock because she was only drinking like 2 ounces at a time every couple hours. She just did not have much of an appetite. So she woke up around 11 and she was crying. And so I went in there to give her a bottle. And I remember coming into our bedroom and being like, well, this could have happened at 2 a.m. So I'm kind of glad it happened now. And right after I laid down in bed to just, mindlessly scroll through my phone, Charlotte came in and was like, I threw up. And I was like, okay, well, this night just took a turn for the worse. That's great. But the funny thing was, she didn't feel super sick either. She couldn't keep anything down for a day, but she was actually kind of normal. She wasn't laying around. She wasn't like moaning and groaning. She was just sipping Gatorade, and every once in a while she'd throw it up and then she'd drink more of it, and then she was fine. I mean, ultimately, it was pretty mild. Oh, J-Hops is here. Yay. Okay, wait. No quarantine in the UK. Really? That's shocking. I didn't know that. The Missouri Attorney General is suing schools who have a mask mandate. What? And stripped the Department of Health's ability to issue guidance. I'm like this is fine dog. What? How do you... Oh yeah, Meatloaf. And Louis Anderson. Did you guys ever watch that show? I remember watching the animated show when I was a kid. We've been watching Gravity Falls. Oh, so we got this random, I know I've touted and talked up Gravity Falls. I don't know if any of you have watched Gravity Falls or if any of you have watched it since I've talked about it, but we got a random surprise gift the other day from my brother, who sent Charlotte, there's a journal that Dipper finds, which basically has all this information written in it about Gravity Falls and all these different things. And he uses the journal. He doesn't know who wrote the journal, but it's kind of this cryptic thing. And my brother and Tara sent Charlotte one from Disney Press. And so we now have our own Gravity Falls journal. It's been great. It's filled with all sorts of codes and stuff. I was up super late last night deciphering codes to figure out what all the secret messages said. It was really fun. It was great. That's crazy. I did not hear about that. Why would you... schools are already suffering enough. Why would you add more to that? Like, teachers can't. Actually, Ander has thought very seriously about applying to be a substitute teacher, because on the days he doesn't work, he could sub. I mean, somewhere in the school district is looking for subs. And all you have to have is an associate's degree. And at this point, I don't even think you have to have that. I think if you have any training, I guess it depends on the state and or the school district, but I think if you have any experience teaching children, they'll take you, because they are so desperate for substitutes. The problem is you put yourself at risk, because you go in, and I remember, I think it was J-Hops that said, never have I been so sick than when I was teaching kids. But now we've already had it, so maybe, but Ander has a weak immune system. He had that meningitis when he was a baby. Usually, if anybody's gonna get it, it's gonna be him. But it's very clear that those of us that were jabbed and had our vaccinations, boosters, all that stuff, did not have as bad of a time. Auden, on the other hand, she struggled for 2 days. She wasn't cranky, but I was really worried about her. But she ended up being okay. Now she's just a little farting machine all over the place. And today was really long because oh, here comes C Prime. I can see the doorknob. Are you done with your bath? Wow, that took a long time. Yes, it did. Okay, you need to go put on panties and jammies and everything. Go. You can't be in here until you finish that. Go. Ma'am.
I'm in my bathrobe.
Doesn't matter. You're not in your pajamas.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
No, close the door. The only thing I think of when I think of Meatloaf is his name was Robert Paulson. And those of you that know will know. It wasn't until Enola Holmes that I realized decipher is a conjunction. Decipher. Well, there's a character in Gravity Falls named Bill Cipher, who is like the baddie. He is quite the baddie. Wow. I remember seeing pictures of him everywhere when Gravity Falls was first really popular and being like, what? Who is this triangle person? I don't understand. I didn't realize it was a character. I thought he was just a symbol, but he's actually a character. One of my students who just graduated is doing the sub thing, and they're getting $200 a day. Woo! My jaw hit the floor. I started teaching 10 or so years ago, and the rate was $70 at the time. $200 a day is incredible around here. Wow. Yeah, Anders thought about it because he's like, if I'm not working, I can probably find a sub job somewhere. And he's probably right. It would probably be more, I mean, we've talked about him doing like, I don't know, Grubhub or DoorDash or whatever, you know, doing some sort of delivery, or like even delivering pizzas or something like that, just because he does have days and he does have slow seasons. So it just makes sense for him to have something kind of on the back burner. But all of a sudden we were like, oh, they need substitute teachers, and you would be such a great sub. I would do it if I weren't already caught up at home. Like, I'm not in a position to do it, but $200 a day? Wow. Shoot, we could pay off some loans. Man, well, I know they're so desperate, and they're desperate for bus drivers. They're desperate for everything. And there's so much of a deeper root of this problem. COVID is the tip of the iceberg. It's really the fact that our teachers just aren't paid enough, and they're not paid enough. And so when all this crap hit the fan, they were like, I'm out. No way. I'm not putting myself at risk for this. Or they don't have a choice because their kids have to stay home or whatever. I mean, it's insane. These poor teachers, you know, and Anders said, well, why do sports players get paid so much money? And I said, well, because most of the time people are forking out hundreds of dollars per ticket to go see them in an arena. And he said, well, yeah, that's part of it. But think about all the advertising that's done at a football field, right? Our world runs on advertising. Oh gosh, you scared me.
Sorry. Is that what you say, Bill Simon?
Yes. We were talking about you can't spoil anything because there are people here who haven't seen it.
I know, but I had to show him.
Okay.
She just said Bill Cipher, and look what I got. This is my stuffed one.
That is Bill Cipher. She wanted the bad guy. Okay, you need to go brush your teeth. You need to go. Papa needs to go help you get ready for bed. Yo. When you are like 100% completely done, ready for bed, you can come in here. But right now, you still have stuff you got to do. You got to take allergy meds. You got to brush your teeth.
Sorry,
What?
I want.
No.
But never mind.
No. That's a spoiler. Nope.
I thought about it, but never
Joe
mind.
played. My brother played Nuclear Throne. Nuclear Throne. That's the game. Gosh, you just reminded me. I swear that was the game I watched him playing, and he was like, "Oh, this game's addicting. It's so fun." That was years ago. Yeah, that's Bill Cipher. He's quite the guy. He's quite the charmer. Okay, go get ready. Go. Oh my gosh. New Jersey teachers make over 100,000 per year. Wow. That's true. Andrew could be an Uber driver. His truck does not need any more miles. His truck is like a 2000. What is it? It's like a 2002, I think. It is so old, comparatively speaking. I think it's a 2002 Toyota Tundra. But it was in pristine condition. I mean, it only had like 60,000 miles on it when we bought it. And it's now well over 100,000 for sure. Yeah, that's Charlotte. I want to stay up all night. I don't want to go to sleep. Someday, I tell her, I'm like, someday when you get to be an adult, you're gonna wish you'd taken all the sleep you could get. Nuclear Throne still has the third most time logged for me in Steam. It's a good game. All right, I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it again. Do I have a pen around here somewhere? Nope. Oh, there it is. Scoot. Ugh. Okay. I know Charlotte would stay up all night. Nuclear Throne is on... It's not on the Switch, is it? I know it's on PS4. Pretty sure that's the game he was playing. I can't even describe it. I only saw it for just a couple seconds. But, yeah, I'll have to... I don't know. I have no idea how much they pay substitute teachers here, but it's a good option because it would be a way of kind of helping out our school district, you know, giving back to the school district. And, you know, I have a passion for that because my parents were both teachers and, you know, my mom went through the struggle trying to find substitutes and everything. And the other day, Charlotte actually came home. The other day, this was probably like a month ago or something. She came home and was like, yeah, we were in Mrs. So-and-so's class today because our teacher wasn't there. And I said, you didn't have a sub? And she said, no. So I'm pretty sure they just like divvied the class up and just gave like a third of them to one teacher and a third to another and a third to another, or a quarter or whatever. And I thought, cool. So that means that one teacher suddenly had 40 kids in her class instead of her regular 20 something kids in her class, or maybe 35 kids in her class or something. I can't even imagine. I've taught kids at church. I've taught music to kids. Like, I do know some like classroom kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? I think it's on the Switch these days, but I'm not sure. Now that I know the name of it, I can actually look that up. Classroom management. So we used to have an insane, in our old congregation back in Austin, we had a woman that was in charge of the primary, which is where all the kids go, that just had a really, really low bar for management and just for how the kids acted. Way lower bar than I did. And I was a teacher at the time, and I was like, man, this is insane. I was teaching 8 3-year-olds. It was probably the worst volunteering job that I've taken in my lifetime as a member of the church. Hands down. It was the worst. Teaching those 8 kids at 3:30 in the afternoon when all of them were tired and hungry and wanted their blankets and their moms and their naps. Ugh. Charlotte was in that class. That was nice, but it was awful. And then the primary was just chaos because the president just didn't really think it was a problem. And so my mom came to visit one time and she was like, this is out of control. This is pandemonium. Because all the kids met together first and then we all split for classes. We did like singing time together. And so my mom sent me a whole list of classroom management skills and like things you can do to keep a classroom together. And I sent them to the primary president, and I was like, my mom came into town and she just noticed that some of the kids were acting a little crazy, or I don't remember what I said, but I was like, she sent me this really cool list, and nothing was ever done. And I was like, well, classroom management, yes, thank you. And I asked her, I got the guts up to ask her, did you get that email I sent you? And she was like, oh yeah, I did. And I thought, okay, so you're just ignoring it. Cool, great. We should live stream the Chaos Classroom. It was nuts. There were kids running around with their shoes off. They were climbing on chairs. We were doing activity songs where the kids were like spinning out of control. Like kids were yelling. I mean, and the teachers were on their phones. And I get it. It's church. You're not being paid. This is a voluntary thing, but we're also still in a church building. And I mean, I've just never been in a primary that was that out of control, but I loved the lady to pieces. She was a lovely person, is a lovely person, but her management skills were just her bar, like I said, was just a lot lower than mine. Mine was way higher. And then you had kids that were out of control and running around and getting up out of their chairs and stuff. And then in an effort to like keep them contained, the lady that was doing singing time, who also had a low bar, who was a public school teacher, actually, which I found kind of shocking that she had such a low ball, like such a high tolerance for this chaos. She would grab those kids that had gotten up out of their chairs and she would be like, hey, why don't you help me and hold this prop? So therefore she rewarded all the kids that were acting insane. And so they acted even more insane. And then she just rewarded them. It was nuts. It was totally crazy. And that was probably one of the worst years I've had in a voluntary calling, we call them, in our congregations. It was really hard. On top of all that chaos, I had to teach 8 3-year-olds. And for an hour, it was nuts. It was totally bonkers. But anyway. Okay. So, I've been reading my novel aloud. I've only read 2 chapters because I was out on Thursday. So, I can either read my chapter now or we can do it at the end of the stream. I can either get into Final Fantasy VII now and we can read later. We don't even have to read tonight if you guys don't want to. Let me know what you guys want to do. We're on chapter 3. We're not that far into it. Charlotte's going to come in here any minute now. It's like a moth to a flame. She knows I'm streaming and she's like, she has to be in here. I don't think classroom management is taught enough. It was the one thing I didn't feel properly prepared to deal with. And when I started teaching, and I learned a lot the first couple years, let me tell you, yeah, I agree with you, because a lot of times it's like you're under the impression that you're just going to get these kids and that somehow they just kind of know how to behave. And even now I feel even worse for the teachers now, because after being home for a year, the behavioral issues are off the charts. Maybe it's more in the older kids, but after a year of virtual school and like having hardly any, not being responsible for anything, the behavioral problems are so crazy. And when I went and helped with Charlotte's Christmas party, I didn't notice a ton of behavioral issues, except in the one boy that Charlotte has a crush on. She has a thing for bad boys already. Bill Cipher. Anyway. Does C Prime like my story? She can hang out while you read it. She's never actually read it, because I would say it's probably 14 years old plus, but we haven't reached that point yet. And she'd get bored anyway. The chapters are too long. We tried with Harry Potter and the chapters were just too long. She was just a little too young. However, for Christmas, she got the whole set of Junie B. Jones, which is like grade school, her age chapter books. And she's read like 6 of them on her own. 100%. I never once was like, hey, you should read one of these books. She's read every single one of them completely on her own. She loves to read, and I think that's great. So tomorrow, we're keeping her home, but I'm going to print out some homework pages, some handwork, some handwriting pages, some math pages, things like that. And I was like, if you think you're going to be off the hook on school tomorrow, you are wrong, because you are not actually sick right now, but we're just following the rules. So we're going to be doing school tomorrow morning. Just FYI. And she was like, but why? And I was like, because you should be at school, but you can't be until Tuesday. So anyway, okay, I'm going to close this door. I'll read chapter 3 and then we'll get into Final Fantasy VII. We're getting to the good part. Well, we're getting there. Yeah. It's coming. I really, really tried to hook my readers. I don't know if I did or not, but let me tell you, coming up with like a hook at the beginning of your book it's hard. It's really hard. Okay, so for anybody who hasn't is not caught up on the story, they're in the VODs. The VODs eventually disappear on Twitch, but they're all on my YouTube channel, so they're at the beginnings. I also have my book on Amazon, and the audiobook is on Audible. Also Apple Books, I forget about that. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music down in my headphones because it's gonna like distract me. Well, J-Hops, I can send you an email. As if you need the help with classroom management now. No, this classroom management was more like little kids. I mean, my mom taught second grade for years and years and years, and all her ideas were brilliant. And I was actually really irritated that my primary president didn't follow them, because I was like, how do you not see this? These are brilliant ideas. And how do you not see that this primary is insanely out of control? Like, I don't understand how you're like looking around and going, oh my gosh, this room's full of a bunch of little angels. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. And a couple years prior to when I taught those 3-year-olds, I had done music and taught music under a different primary president in the same congregation, but a different woman had been kind of in charge at the time. And it was a vastly different experience. Those kids, I mean, we certainly had some crazy kids, but it was night and day. So when I was called to go back into primary, when I was asked to go back into primary and teach what they call the Sunbeams, which is the 3-year-olds, Charlotte's class, I was dumbfounded. I was like, this is not the same primary. This is insane. There are a lot of not great teachers and administrators, unfortunately. Good advice will sometimes get the cold shoulder. Have you ever seen Waiting for Superman? That's an eye-opening documentary about the public school system. It's just, the whole thing is just corrupt, and it's just crap. Teachers get such a bad job. There's like the lemons, you know, there's like tenure and anyway, it's insane. I saw a faith-based movie called Redeeming Love. I feel like I saw an ad for this. It's loosely based on the Bible story called Hosea and Gomer. The movie was good, but not for everyone. Redeeming Love. I swear I just saw that ad the other day. But I'll write it down and look it up. Speaking of religious movies, for anybody who's interested, I've heard wonderful things about The Chosen, which I think you can watch on YouTube. But it's the life of Christ, but it's like, it's really, I haven't watched it yet, but my mom watched it 3 times. 3 times. She watched the whole thing back to back 3 different times when she lived with us. She was obsessed. She said it's seriously the best depiction she's ever seen of the life of Christ. It's realistic and it's amazing. So if anybody's interested, it's called The Chosen. Haven't heard of that, but I did read about how science curriculum was selected, and it was distressing. Yeah, the public school system is really, really broken. And I don't really know how to fix it, to be honest. I'm not really sure how to fix it other than charging for school all around, like not having like free school, right? Not having free school at all, because once things become competitive and people have to pay for them, everything gets a boost because people have to be competitive. Schools have to be competitive. Public schools, it's just guaranteed that kids are going to come there, and so they can pay their teachers the bare minimum. Now, I could be spouting nonsense. I don't know if this would actually work. I'm not really sure. Andrew thinks that health insurance should be done the same way. He was like, you should, if everybody had to pay, eventually everything would be competitive and people would have to bring their prices down, and there would be affordable and not affordable. But teachers' pay would go up, you know, all that stuff. That's why private schools are so expensive, because they can be. It's absolute insanity. I never did see The Passion of the Christ. I did not. Oh yeah, imagine a school like Hogwarts. Can you imagine poor Filch? Oh my gosh. Filch isn't even magic, and he's got to clean up after all these magic kids. That sucks. My favorite Christ movie is Jesus of Nazareth. I do remember watching Jesus of Nazareth when I was a kid. I do remember that one. It was on like a 2-day special. It was like a Sunday night and a Monday night. I do remember that. All right, let's read chapter 3, and then I will get into our planet-saving people. All right, chapter 3. Stop fidgeting. I'm almost done. Penny grumbled quietly to herself as she tucked a few more hairpins into Amelia's hair. She squinted at the base of Amelia's neck, her tongue sticking out between her lips, then reached for another pin. Amelia's hands twisted nervously in her lap as she glanced at the clock on her bedside table. Soren would be here in less than 10 minutes, and she could hardly sit still. Thanks again for helping me tonight, she muttered, shoving her hands beneath her legs to keep them still. I can never do my hair the way you do. You could, Penny mused, if you just took the time to practice. Amelia didn't answer. Not only was Penny beautiful, she also possessed more creativity than Amelia ever had in her entire life. Half of the clothes in her closet were handmade or fashionably altered, and she hadn't purchased a single piece of jewelry since she and Amelia started high school. She made it all herself, along with her accessories, and they all ended up looking better than anything she could purchase from a store. Penny could create anything with anything. It never mattered what the material was, she could make a masterpiece. Who is it? Okay, you can come in and you can say hi, and then you need to go to bed, because do you see how it's 8:11 p.m.? It's almost time for lights out.
Good night, everybody.
Do you have anything to say?
Mm-hmm.
We all got COVID.
We all got COVID, yo.
We all got COVID, yo.
And guess what?
What?
Papa, you know how he's the champion at Battleship?
Yes.
I beat him
Nice job.
2 times.
Give me 5. Okay, I love you, Munchkin.
I just had the 3 was left, and I was like, where's it?
Okay, lights out in 20 minutes.
How many toes does a fish have? How many wings on a cow? Water! Yep, water!
Good night, love. Their chats take a second to come in, so. Okay, good night. I love you.
Imagine school like
Hogwarts. Hogwarts. Hoggy, warty Hogwarts.
Okay.
Teach us something, please. Oh, no. Okay. Finished, Penny said happily, admiring Amelia's reflection in her vanity mirror. Her hair was tucked and braided into elegant knots at the base of her neck, and her skin looked soft and supple. Remind me to have you do my hair and makeup for my wedding someday, Amelia said, smiling at Penny in the mirror. You're a miracle worker. I'm not, Penny said, though she swelled with pride. You look fine without all this stuff. I'm only making sure Soren realizes what he's been missing. She winked at Amelia, but Amelia frowned. He's only returning a favor, she said, dropping her gaze to her hands. He's only taking me out tonight because I helped him. COVID, yo. New command, that's what I thought. The elation Amelia once felt at Soren's dinner invitation had slowly faded over the following week, turning instead into nothing but anxiety. Had he asked her to dinner because he'd wanted to, or because he was just being a good person? You don't know that, Penny said, placing her hands on her hips. He could have been dying to ask you and never had the courage. Amelia rolled her eyes. She didn't think Soren had ever been nervous to do anything in his entire life. A knock on the front door made both girls jump, and Amelia flapped her hands anxiously. He's here, she said, her eyes widening. Her dog Enzo began barking madly at the door. Penny, he's here! Listen to me, Penny said, putting both hands on Amelia's shoulders. He didn't have to ask you out to thank you for helping him. He could have done any number of things, and he chose to ask you to dinner. That has to stand for something, doesn't it? Amelia heard a low rumble of voices in the living room, realizing with a thrill that Soren now stood just down the hallway from her bedroom door. She thought of Penny's conniption over the phone when she told her about his dinner invitation, and smiled. Penny was right. If I had a sister, Amelia whispered, pulling Penny into a tight hug, I'd want her to be just like you. Amelia's right leg bounced nervously under the table as a server placed a drink before her. The drive to the restaurant had been surreal, with Soren sitting calmly beside her making small talk. She still couldn't quite believe she'd actually agreed to do this, or that Soren even asked her to dinner at all. "I'll be honest, I'm a little jealous of your little brother right now," Soren said, taking a sip of his own drink and grinning at Amelia from across the table. "Those cookies your mom was baking smelled amazing." Amelia smiled, fiddling with the straw in her glass. When she and Penny finally came out of her bedroom, they found her 7-year-old brother Philip talking Soren's ear off about Zero. He babbled excitedly, spouting off players' statistics while waving a giant spoonful of raw cookie dough in one hand. "My mom used to own a bakery," she said. "That's where she met my dad." "So we'll be having dessert at your place then?" Soren asked, raising an eyebrow, and Amelia chuckled nervously. She was aware that, just like the night he'd come to Sochi, Soren was receiving quite a bit of attention. It made her feel anxious. "My mom hates cooking," Soren said. "I think she would die if she had to cook for 7 each night." Amelia shrugged, forcing herself to relax. "My mom loves to cook," she said, "and we're down to 5 now. My 2 older brothers live together across town." "Still," Soren said, "that's a lot of mouths to feed." He paused, leaning forward on the table. 4 brothers, he mused. "Did you ever wish you had a sister?" "Of course I did," Amelia said. "But my brothers and I are really close. We always have been. I was always a tag-along. My mom insisted they play with me, so I did the things they wanted to do. We climbed trees and made forts out of couch cushions. We used to have a sandbox, but then our neighbor's cat decided to use it as a litter box, and, well, that's actually true for my family. We had the same thing happen." Amelia raised her eyes to the ceiling, and Soren chuckled, nodding his head. "And of course, Zero," Amelia continued. "Julian is my only brother that isn't obsessed with the game. My dad loves it too. Once, we ran into some Zero player at the shooting range downtown, and my dad—" "Shooting range?" Soren asked in surprise. "Really?" He laughed. "I have a hard time imagining you with a gun." "Why?" Amelia asked curiously. "I'll have you know I'm the best shot out of my entire family. Liam insists it's him, but he's wrong." Soren raised an eyebrow. "So what you're saying is, if you and I were mugged on the way out to my car tonight, you could save us?" he asked. Then he narrowed his eyes as he scanned Amelia from head to toe. "You aren't hiding a weapon anywhere, are you?" Amelia slapped a hand to her forehead, feigning exasperation. "I knew I forgot something," she said dramatically. Soren gave her a wolfish grin as he leaned back in his chair. "Sounds like your family is much more exciting than mine," he said. "My dad would never go anywhere near a shooting range, or a Zero field, for that matter." "Unless you're playing on it," Amelia said, but Soren shook his head. "My dad doesn't care about sports," he said. "My 2 older brothers never really did either. My mom, she's my biggest fan." "So where did you come from?" Amelia asked. "My dad asks the same thing," Soren sighed. "And honestly, I don't know. My 2 older brothers work for my dad, and I don't know how they do it. All those stiff suits and business meetings, they aren't for me." "So what is for you?" Amelia asked. Soren grinned dreamily, then mimed throwing a Zero disc. "Zero," he said. "It runs in my blood. It's what I do, and it's what I'm best at." Amelia nodded wordlessly, aware of the muscles that tensed and flexed in his arms as he gesticulated with his hands. "You'd get along perfectly with my brothers," she said. "Phil burst into tears when he heard about Christoph Dallinger's suspension for using—" "Didn't you say you'd never eaten here before?" Soren asked as their server arrived, immediately placing a mouth-watering plate before Amelia. "Topio is one of my favorite restaurants. You're gonna love it." "It looks great," Amelia agreed. "You have good taste." Soren winked at her. "I know," he said. Dinner was excellent, but Amelia didn't enjoy her food nearly as much as she enjoyed Soren's company. Not only was he surprisingly easy to talk to, he provided some unexpected and hilarious dinner entertainment. When he noticed a group of women arguing at a nearby table, he immediately began inventing his own dialogue to go along with their squabble. Amelia then spent the rest of her meal trying to eat between uncontrollable fits of laughter. "I didn't expect dinner and a show," she burst out as she and Soren finally made their way to the parking lot. "I haven't laughed that hard in a long time." "My brothers and I used to do that when we were little," Soren laughed. "That's how we entertained ourselves during my parents' dinner parties. You should hear my oldest brother. He was always the best out of the three of us." Amelia beamed at him, her earlier nerves completely forgotten. "I had a wonderful time," she said. "Thank you for bringing me here. This was perfect." Soren placed a casual arm around her shoulder. "It was," he said. "So does this make us even?" "I already told you," Amelia said, trying not to focus on the fact he was touching her. "I was happy to help that night. You didn't have to do this." Soren smiled up at the sky. "I know I didn't," he said, "but I wanted to." Amelia's heart sang as he pulled his car door open for her. He wasn't just returning a favor. This night meant something, and she wasn't ready for it to end. "I don't have to be home for a while," she said as Soren took his seat beside her in the car. "We could do something else." Soren glanced at his clock, then grinned. "And what, exactly," he asked, "did you have in mind?" Amelia hesitated. She felt a maddening urge to impress Soren, to make sure he never forgot their first date together. "I have something to show you," she said, unable to stop herself. "Something kinda crazy." Soren laughed. "Crazy?" he asked. "I do like crazy." Amelia's pulse quickened. "It's at Cinnabar Park," she said, "over by my house." "Cinnabar Park," Soren muttered, pulling out of the parking lot. "Isn't that the park with that old sea yacht station?" "Yes," Amelia said excitedly. She felt a pang of guilt, remembering the promise she'd made to Lars. That's the one. The book fell before Lars had time to catch it, the pages landing face down with a muffled crunch. He reached for it, cursing his carelessness as he did his best to smooth the crumpled pages. He was like his father when it came to his books, always a bookmark, never a dog-eared corner. Grumbling to himself, Lars began to read again before casting a furtive glance at his window. He sniffed irritably, forcing himself to focus and to ignore the distant drone of his father's television down the hall. After a few minutes, he realized he'd read the same sentence over and over again and still had no idea what it said. Headlights suddenly blazed through Lars' curtains, and he dropped his book a second time in his haste to reach his window. He pushed the curtains aside, peering out at Amelia's house, but the car only drove straight past it. Lars leaned heavily against the windowsill, staring at Amelia's darkened bedroom window. Why wasn't she home yet? How long could it possibly take two people to eat dinner? He wouldn't know. He'd never been on a date. Slowly, he turned back to his desk, reaching for the fallen book once more. He opened it, but closed it with a sudden snap. It was no use. He couldn't concentrate, not when Amelia was still out with Soren. Lars loathed Soren. He was arrogant and entitled, and while everyone else fell for his good looks, his wealth, and his talent on the zero field, Lars knew better. Soren was trouble. He had a terrible temper, and he picked fights at zero games. He came up with crude nicknames for girls he found unattractive, and was responsible for spreading malicious rumors about his teachers through the school. He stole belongings from the boys' locker rooms and forced students to do humiliating things to get them back. Students like Lars. Soren was the almighty king of their school. He simply didn't think rules applied to him. Lars sighed, running both hands through his hair. He'd watched Soren walk Amelia to his car earlier that evening, one of his hands expertly placed on the small of her back. He remembered the way he smiled at her and laughed at something she'd said. Lars wasn't jealous. His own romantic feelings toward Amelia faded long ago. She was his closest friend. His only friend. And the fact that she was out with Soren made him extremely uneasy. Lars drummed his fingers on his desk, chewing his lip. He needed a distraction, something that would take his mind off of Amelia's date. He stood, peering out the window once more, but this time he gazed up at the cloudless sky. Grabbing his jacket from where it lay on the bed, Lars headed for his bedroom door. It was the perfect night for a test run. "Come on," Amelia said, leading Soren over to the abandoned station. "And remember, no one is supposed to know, so you can't say anything to anyone about this." Soren peered around the deserted park with mild interest, then laughed when Amelia punched the code into the padlock. "Wow," he said, already sounding impressed. "First, I find out you like to play around with guns, and now—" He broke off when his phone began to ring, then looked at Amelia apologetically. "Give me a minute, will you?" he asked after checking the screen. Amelia nodded, jerking a thumb at the station. "Meet me inside," she mouthed, and he gave her a nod before turning to walk away. Amelia paused inside the station, smiling at the Seat. She imagined the look of surprise, of astonishment on Soren's face when she brought it to life. He'd be speechless, amazed, and she could show him how... "But that isn't fair!" Soren's voice drifted over the station walls, his tone sharp and angry. Amelia peered out of a grimy window at him, watching one of his hands gesticulate wildly as he paced in the grass. "That's not my problem," he said, hunching his shoulders and kicking at something on the ground. "He gave me his word." "No, you know what? I don't care. Just tell him that I don't care." Soren's arm fell, shoving the phone into his pocket, and he bowed his head as though he were praying. Amelia looked guiltily up at the Seat. She'd given Lars her word too. "I never would have pegged you as the breaking and entering type," said Soren from the station doorway, stepping inside and pulling a small mint tin from his pocket. He took out 2 mints and popped them into his mouth. "You seem to be full of secrets." Amelia could tell he was trying to shake off the conversation he'd just had. His body was stiff, his expression dark, but then he smiled at her as he tucked the mints back into his pocket. "I didn't break in," Amelia said, pushing her guilt away. She'd come this far, hadn't she? "That was my friend Lars." "Lars," Soren said, tapping a finger to his chin, and comprehension dawned on his face. "Lars Hansen? You mean that weird kid with glasses who doesn't have any friends?" Amelia frowned at Soren. "I happen to be his friend," she pointed out defensively. Soren shrugged, gazing around the station. "I've heard he's really smart," he said. "He's brilliant," Amelia said, swelling with pride. "But he's... She faltered. How did one describe Lars? "He just thinks differently than everyone else," she said finally. Then she boldly reached for Soren's hand and led him inside the silent Seat. She felt around for the ignition button, relishing the way Soren's warm hand felt in her own. Then she stopped. She shouldn't be doing this. She'd promised Lars, but... "Promise me you won't tell anyone what I'm about to show you?" Amelia asked. And in the darkness, Soren's body brushed up against her own. "I promise," he whispered in her ear, sending delicious shivers down her spine. Soren leapt in surprise when the Seat's lights blazed on around them. "What the?" he asked, his eyes wide with wonder. "Isn't it great?" Amelia asked, laughing at the look of utter astonishment on his face. "Lars did this! He did it all by himself!" Soren's mouth hung open in shock. "But this thing hasn't worked in decades," he said. "I know!" Amelia burst out. "Lars completely reprogrammed it." Soren turned slowly on the spot. "But why?" he asked, peering down at the navigation screen and scrolling through a few options. Amelia hesitated. "Well," she began, "he says he's gonna go there." Soren looked up at her in surprise. "To Ixis?" he asked. "To Ixis," Amelia repeated. "I don't know if he really will, although I'm a little afraid he might. He's funny like that." "But the city is still pulsing," Soren said. "No one can get through them." Amelia bit her lip. "Lars says the pulses won't work on the Seat because it's Ixis technology," she said. "But I'm not sure if I believe him." Soren glanced up at the lights above them, then at the seats that lined the Seat. "I underestimated that kid," he chuckled. "I have to say, I'm impressed by his brains. I'm even more impressed by his guts." He reached a hand out and touched one of the seats. I'm not really sure what I expected, he said, but this wasn't it. Amelia laughed. I couldn't believe it either, she said. I told you, he's brilliant. Soren stared at her, a long silence falling between them. The only sound was the whirring and clicking of the Seat. Soren's eyes darted to Amelia's lips, and she felt herself turn pink under his gaze. You are, without a doubt, the most interesting girl I've ever kissed, he said quietly, taking a step toward her. Amelia's heart skipped. Kissed? She stammered, unable to look away from him and wishing she could all at once. He was so close to her now. But you haven't... She broke off when Soren pressed his lips to hers and the rest of the world was lost. The end. Hey, it's Larry! People loves reading! King of Potato People loves reading. I love reading too. I need to turn this fan on. Ugh. That's chapter 3. Chapters 1 and 2 are on my YouTube channel or on Twitch. I don't know, wherever you can find a VOD. This is really all thanks to you guys. You guys are the ones that contributed to the Channel Point Community Challenge. So it's really thanks to y'all. I need some water. We got COVID, yo. Yeah, let me write that down. She didn't seem distressed about that at all either. She was just like, when Ander took the test, she was like, I woke up from a nap. That's what it was. He took it kind of mid-afternoon, and I woke up from a nap, and when I came outside, I came out into the kitchen, I was like, all right, so what's the word? And Charlotte was like, we got COVID, yo. I was like, are you serious? Yeah. I mean, we kind of had hunches, but yeah, Zoe said you didn't even have any symptoms. I've had very mild symptoms. I'm really grateful because somebody had to keep this household together. I'll tell you what, somebody had to. Man, with all the baby stuff I was cleaning up and Charlotte and everything. Although Charlotte's old enough now to kind of like we just give her a bowl and she's fine. Hold on, let me switch over to my... Yeah, you guys saw that, Banjo-Kazooie is now on the N64 Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack, and, Majora's Mask is coming apparently next month. So that's exciting. I've never played Majora's Mask. I've always considered it, but I've never had a way to actually play it. So I just, like, whatever, man. So apparently this will be my chance. I will say that I think I saw a Reddit post the other day that said Nintendo is improving their N64 online. It's not perfect, but they definitely seem to be making improvements on it, which means they're listening to their fans, which Nintendo kind of always has. You didn't love it? I mean, I hear that it has an extremely dedicated fan base, not nearly as big of a fan base as Ocarina of Time does, but I think with the chat helping guide, Majora's Mask could be a good stream game. It's very obtuse the first time around. Well, that is good, because I might as well. I mean, if it's on the Nintendo Switch Online, I might as well. I don't even remember where we're going. Oh, Marlene's inside. Oh my gosh, get Barrett to his baby girl. Oh, this music. Cloud, wasn't it? It's about Aerith, isn't it? Sorry, the Shinra have her. I know. They took her from here. They were here? Well, yeah, that's why we came here, Cloud. That's what Aerith wanted. Why is Shinra after Aerith? Aerith is an ancient, the sole survivor. What did you say? But aren't you her mother? Not her real mother. It must have been 15 years ago. During the war, my husband was sent to the front, some faraway place called Wutai. Oh, Wu Tai. Whoa. It's kind of a photo negative of Ocarina of Time on the subject of old PS1 jailbreak. On the subject. Oh, I'm still on just chatting? Oh, thank you. Need to fix that. My bad. Can mods change that? Or does it have to be editors? I don't know how it all works. Add retro. Okay, just FYI all your eyes. There's a really good chance that I am gonna cry when the scene happens. When you become a parent, everything sucks. Anyone here ever get down with The Legend of Dragoon? Never heard of it? Can honestly say, never heard of it. I like how she's still in the same outfit. Oh, what? Is that Biggs and Jesse? I swear that was Biggs and Jesse, unless that was 15 years ago? No. I love that little spin. Good old little polygon spin. I didn't have a PS1 back in the day, so I missed out on a lot of these kinds of games. It was better than Final Fantasy VII. Whoa! Them's fighting words. I mean, to each their own. J-Hops didn't like Breath of the Wild. My husband never came back. When we saw the concert version, like the concert of the Final Fantasy VII remake, back in, when was it, August or whatever? Man, when they played Aerith's theme, you could hear everybody in the audience. You could hear, like, everybody was crying. I wonder if something happened to him. No, I'm sure his leave was just canceled. I went to the station every day. Then, one day... Those might be fighting words with Susie. Final Fantasy VII is one of my top 5. I just can't believe this woman is just lying here and that coach person is just standing there, and here's this woman who's dying on the stairs to his train platform. And she just dies right there. Oh, she says, you used to see this sort of thing a lot during the war. Her last words were, please take Aerith somewhere safe. My husband never came back. I had no child. I was lonely. So I decided to take her home with me. Oh, I'm gonna cry now. Everything hits different when you become a parent. Aerith and I became close very quickly. That child loved to talk. Sounds like somebody else I know. Breath of the Wild is a good game, but not a good Zelda game. I'm also pro Majora's Mask, so I know I'm the weird one. No. Everybody has their... That's fine. She told me how she'd escaped from some kind of research laboratory and that her mother had already returned to the planet, so she wasn't lonely. Many other things. Ooh. Purple people eater. Yeah, my hair's gonna be purple one of these days. Return to the planet? I didn't know what she meant. I asked if she meant a star in the sky, but she said it was this planet. She was a mysterious child in many ways. Mom. Please don't cry. Aerith just blurted that out all of a sudden when I asked her if something happened. Someone dear to you has just died. His spirit was coming to see you, but he's already returned to the planet. At that time, I didn't believe her. But several days later, we received a notice saying my husband died. Wow, that's so many Chucks. You guys are awesome. And that was it. A lot had happened, but we were happy. Until one day. We want you to return Aerith to us. We've been searching for her for a long time.
No! Never!
Aerith, you're a very special child. You are of special blood. Your real mother was an ancient. At that moment, I found out she was an ancient. The ancients will lead us to a land of supreme happiness. Aerith will be able to bring happiness to all those in the slums. That is why Shinra would like Aerith's cooperation.
He's wrong! I'm not an ancient! I'm not!
But Aerith, surely you hear voices sometimes when you're all alone?
No, I don't!
Poor thing. But I knew. I knew about her mysterious powers. She tried so hard to hide it, so I acted as though I never noticed. It's amazing how she's avoided the Shinra for all these years. The Shinra need her, so I guess they wouldn't harm her. But why now? She brought a little girl here with her. Tseng found them on their way here. She probably wasn't fast enough to get away. She decided to go to the Shinra in exchange for the little girl's safety. Marlene.
Marlene! Aerith was caught because of Marlene?
I'm sorry. Marlene's my daughter. I'm really sorry.
You're her father? How in the world could you ever leave a child alone like that?
Please don't start with that. I'm always thinking about what might happen to Marlene if I... But you gotta understand something. I don't got any answers. I want to be with Marlene, but I gotta fight. Because if I don't, the planet's gonna die. So I'm gonna keep fighting. But inside, I'm always thinking of her. I just want to be with her. Always. See, I'm going in circles now. I think I know what you mean. She's upstairs asleep. Why don't you go see her? Oh man. Barrett with Marlene in the remake? Remember when we were kids and didn't mind spending 80 hours on a JRPG grinding and not caring that Square refused to hire an editor to trim the insane amounts of fat off their games? Pepperidge Farms remembers. I do remember that. At least we can speed this up, right? Like I can
I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're all right. Daddy, don't cry. Your whiskers hurt.
There's a really interesting scene between Marlene and Aerith in the remake.
Cloud!
You gonna go help Aerith, right? She's done so much for me. If the Shinra are involved, I ain't staying here. I'm coming too. Guess what? Guess what? Aerith asked me lots of questions. Like what kind of person Cloud is. I bet she likes you, Cloud. I don't know.
Dummy!
Who was it that told me that? Was it Gru or was it Trevor? I can't remember. Somebody told me recently that the answers you pick depend on like different things. Like who you take on a date in oh no, YouTube chat disconnected? Oh no. Crap, that makes me really sad. Oh, hey, thank you, Larry. I'm gonna hold off on the dancing for now because COVID. Okay, hold on. Michael says YouTube chat has disconnected. Oh, and he sent that 3 minutes ago. What did I do last time to fix that? I don't remember what I did to fix that. Give me just 1 second. I think if I relaunch the chat, maybe? I mean, I hope the stream is still working. Let me see. Yeah, it says it's still connected. I wonder why that is. That's so frustrating when that happens. I'm so sorry. The King of Potato People has placed a moratorium on dancing. Yeah, it's probably best not to do that tonight. He's very salty about it. I need to come up with something better to do than dancing because singing would be better if I could just get my confidence. It's my fault. I was the one who got Aerith involved in this. No you weren't. Don't say that. Aerith doesn't think so. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, there's Michael. Wait. Oh, yay, that worked. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Bless. YouTube is back. Yay. I'm so glad. Do we just leave? You're going after Aerith, right? Yeah. I'm coming with you. We're going right into Shinra headquarters. You gotta be prepared for the worst. I know. Right now, I feel like I have to push myself to the limit. If I stayed here, I'd go crazy. Here comes Barrett. Sorry, but can you take care of Marlene a bit longer? Yes, I don't mind. I'm sorry we lost you for a second, Michael. This place is dangerous now. You better go somewhere else. You're right, but promise me that you'll come back to her. Don't get yourself killed. Aw, yeah. Let's do this. See, the remake really ends right when everything kind of begins. How do we get to the Shinra building? There ain't no train that goes up there anymore. Well, let's go to Wall Market. We might be able to find something there. Oh, this is where I have to climb the wall. Market. Gee, dang it. I wrote earlier that I was still coming to terms with your feelings for Hades. It's true. Everybody has different opinions. I think I just played it at a different time in my life. I think I played it at the wrong time. Is this the one? Sure is loud outside. Wonder what's happening. What? What's happening? Everything is the same. Do I need more? Oh, that's so they can sell you some more game. I know, but I just felt like the ending spot was so bizarre. It was so strange. You have ice and restore, and you have steel and lightning. Wow, we are a great team. I guess I might as well hold off on buying materia until we get to calm. They'll have better materia. I love this music. I believe it's called Underneath the Rotting Pizza. Wow, we didn't run into anybody. Hell houses? Nothing. Oh, there's materia. Would you look at that? I mean, I guess I will put this on someone, because I have slots and I might as well. I don't want cover though. Cover is bad. I mean, cover's not bad, but cover is good for like tanks of characters. I guess Barrett is kind of a tank. This is the one. Michael was like, that baseline. Sketchy things happen at Wall Market. Do you ever actually fix this thing? I have actually never looked up all the different things you can do in Wall Market, like all the different things you can get. I think there are a lot more things that you can get that I don't even know about. I think I've had Don Corneo choose Cloud one time. That's where I keep all my valuables. Wall Market? Or Underneath the Rotting Pizza. It's a good place. This soundtrack just brings back so many. Want to see something awesome? Follow me. Yeah, we're gonna climb. Oh, what does that even say? Everyone climbed up this wire. Looks scary. Brr. Can we climb it? It leads to the upper world. All right, we'll climb the wire. There is no way we can do this. You know how far it goes up? There is a way. Look, what's that look like? Just a normal wire? Oh yeah? Well, it looks like to me a golden shiny wire of hope. Barrett has all the best lines. Truly. You're right. This is the only way to save Aerith. Okay, That was a bad analogy, but Barrett, I understand how you feel. And a reveal. Has baby girl awakened at all? What? No. Has baby girl awakened at all? Oh, she has? Did you have to go in there? I know. I think tomorrow when I go get paper, I'll go get one of those things too. Probably for the best. One of those things. We're not going to talk about that on stream. All right, let's do this. I guess we can speed this up. What am I doing? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man, this is horrible. Hey, scary, huh? Oh, this is where you have to climb that stupid... Whoa. Whoa. What am I... Where? Oh. Oh. This is like a puzzle. Okay. Okay, I remember. I have to jump on... Oh, there we go. Oh, what? Maybe if I put a battery in, the propeller might work. Truth. Where do we find a battery? Whoa, Cloud, work with me. Where are we going? Okay, wait. If I go up... And her pacing reveal 2022. I really don't remember how to do this. Wait. Are you supposed to buy a battery? Oh, you are, aren't you? I think you do buy it at the store. Down there. Sketchy little store. Oh, COVID reveal 2022, part 1. Yeah, he hasn't had it so bad either, although he had it worse than I did, but he didn't have it so bad. Okay, hold on. Where's the store? I swear, I think you buy a battery. Ooh, everything is so fast. Wow. Oh! I have all these. Okay, I don't... Okay. Do I have anybody... Does anybody have fire? Wait, how much is a battery? I need to double check how much a battery is. Is this the item shop? Whoa! What? You don't buy a battery? Oh my gosh, it's Raya! Yay! COVID sisters! You know, my whole family's had it. And my baby actually got it the worst out of all of us. She got it first. It was rough. But we didn't have a fever, cough, nothing. All we had was stomach problems, indigestion, gastrointestinal issues. Like Auden, oh man. Yeah, I hope you do feel better soon. I'm sorry about that. I hope you had a relatively okay time. I hope it wasn't a terrible time. I hope you weren't hospitalized. Where do I get a battery? Do I have to hustle for it? Do I get it at the Honeybee Inn? Look at them all. Freaking clown shoes on three times. Hey, it's you. Sorry, but I already heard about you. In addition to dressing like a woman, it seems you like to smash and grind things. We only let cultured customers in. Got it? Then you'd better leave. Ooh. Mine has been mild and mostly stomach stuff too. Uncomfortable and really tired, but okay. Yeah. My baby had it bad. There were a lot of crazy diaper changes going on. Wow. I legit don't remember where to get a battery. Do you have a battery? No. I swear, don't you buy a battery? Do you find a battery? What? Of course I remember who you are. We had like some great conversations. You're dressed normal today. If something else interesting comes up, let me in on it. How about a battery? I need a battery. Battery. Anybody? Battery. So is that big, bro? So, how's it? Right. The owner of the weapons shop scavenged all this stuff when it came falling down. Weapons shop. Okay. Gun. Machine gun. What? I need a battery. Wait, I also need 2 of those. Are we gonna come across any bosses? Rock'em Sock'em robots. Yes, they are. They totally are. Especially sped up. This game you can speed up 3 times its normal speed on the Switch. The port on the Switch you can, which is brilliant. Okay, wait. I thought... Oh, like this. You're gonna sell me something you just found? Hey, you knew? I repaired them, so it's all right. Why do I need batteries to climb up on the plate? Okay, well, we should have done this before we went up there, because if Cloud was smart, he would know why we need batteries. I received batteries. Okay, how much money do I have left? I think I have enough to get 2 of these. Yes. That is a good situation. Yeah, we've had relatively mild cases too, other than my baby. My baby's was the worst, and then Charlotte was the next, and then Ander, and then me. I've hardly had any symptoms at all, honestly. I haven't felt great, but I certainly have not. I was not in anywhere. I was nowhere near where my baby was. And that's scary when you have a baby. The weird thing was she wasn't even cranky. She was just tired, and I mean, she wasn't so tired that I thought she was lethargic because she was dehydrated, but anyway, we're not going to go into bodily details because nobody needs that. Okay, now we can add a battery super fast. Come on. I guess I'll just have to believe the shopkeeper. Yep. Fun fact, Dove chocolate tastes way better than their soap. That is a great fact. Thank you so much. I will remember that. I'm actually not a huge chocolate lover. I prefer, okay, really? Aren't I supposed to like jump onto that? Okay, I've played this game before. I know I've done this many times, but I thought I was supposed to like run up. Oh. Battery. Those are giant batteries. He's like pulling a Link. He's carrying all sorts of crap with him and you'd never know it. I love how when you first start playing Breath of the Wild, you carry everything. You don't want to give anything up. Okay, what? No. Did I do the wrong thing? I think I did do the wrong thing. Oh, yep, I did do the wrong thing. Cool. And then by the end of the game, you're like, another flame sword? Pfft, had about 1 billion of those. Oh, this is the worst. Okay. That is a great. That's great. That's a great question. Okay. How? Oh, okay. Okay. Jump before it comes too close. Press A to jump. I'm gonna slow this down because this is like the biggest struggle, I swear, in this whole entire game. Okay. Jump before it comes too close. Oh, dang it! I thought I had it. Son of a... Efficiency is making edible soap that tastes like chocolate. Ooh. You know? Ander has to use Dove soap because he has eczema on his hands, and Dove soap is the only thing that doesn't make his hands break out. All right, folks, this is what we're going to spend the rest of the stream doing, trying to grab onto this G-dang bar. Okay. didn't say they were good at being efficient. Dove. I mean, Dove soap is just, it's like super clean. Like it doesn't have anything in it. Why? You literally passed it, Cloud. You passed it. I'm not sure I'd ever get clean if there was soap that tasted like chocolate. J-Hop says, I have really bad dry skin. No eczema that I know of, but maybe it's worth switching out soaps. Yeah. I mean, that's the only soap Ander can use. It sucks, too, because, you know, I love the way, like, all those really yummy body washes smell, like Irish Spring or, like, Old Spice or whatever. They make really good-smelling body washes, but he can't use any of them because the fragrance and all the extra stuff in them makes his hands break out like crazy and they get itchy. If you have really dry skin, jump too soon. What? Jump before it comes too close. Okay, that was like super far away. I use Ivory soap since it floats, and I gave up showers for baths during COVID. I mean, baths are pretty amazing. It's true. If you have really dry skin, you should use Aquaphor, which is not even like a cream. It's like a legit, it's almost like putting petroleum jelly on your hands. Ander uses it all the time. And I was really skeptical because I was like, really? Does this really work? And actually, it really does. It's great. It absorbs really, really well. There's no fragrance in it whatsoever. Yeah. It's great stuff. Okay, this is like the bane of this whole game for me. Jump too late. All right, well, we are making progress. Wait, he said jump before it gets too close. Jump too late. What? I can't even. I hate this. There's gonna be an ad starting soon and I'm sorry. Oh, finally. Jump before it comes too close. My eye. Oh, what? There are like 3 entrances. Are you serious? I'm supposed to jump onto that stupid bar again? No. No, no, no. No, something's happening. Oh, I am supposed to jump. Oh, rah. I just used Dove soap too, actually, now that I think. Do I? Yes. I used Dove soap, but I use those like super scrubby gloves, exfoliating gloves. Yeah, it's a good way to get off all the dry skin as well. I gotta grab onto that G-dang bar again? Can we just lower ourselves? No. Okay, well, oh, well, I was gonna speed it up again, but I'm not gonna be able to catch that bar. Hang on. Actually, one of my old... How did I do this? Nope. Damn. Ah! No! I already got it once. They make you do it twice? Too late. I don't remember how I legitimately don't remember how I did this. Boo. Boo! I hate this part. This is the hardest part. I would rather fight Ruby Weapon than do this, man. Too soon? Climb faster. I feel a supercut video on YouTube coming. The bane of everyone's existence as far as Final Fantasy VII is concerned. Oh! Ah! Why? I can't skip this part. Unless somebody knows of another way to skip it. I don't know how to skip this part. I always just have to try until I eventually get it. Oh, here we go. Rage. Ah, so frustrating. Hey, you jumped too late. So frustrating. Oh, okay, there we go. This music sounds so happy and like intense, and it is not. I know. Oh, I see. I see what you did there. Why did you just skip it? Are we gonna run up the stairs? Do we run up the stairs or do we make a big entrance? I think we should run up the stairs because running up the stairs offers way better commentary. You want to know this building well. Not really, now that I think about it. This is the first time I've ever been to the headquarters. I heard about this place before. Every floor above the 60th is special. Not easy to get to even for employees. Must be where they took Aerith. The security's pretty light now. All right, let's go. Wait a second. You're not thinking of just going right through the main entrance, are you? Well, what else does it look like? I'm gonna kick some Shinra butt, and that's not going to work. We've got to find another way. Ain't gonna be no other way. If we keep wasting time like this, Aerith will... I know that, but if we get caught here... Heck no, we're sneaking in quietly. Aren't I super helpful? See? Let's be careful and find a different route. Let's save. Did I buy fire? I did not. No. Son of a biscuit! I need everybody to upgrade their limits right now. Please and thank you. Where is everybody on their limits? Okay. We can probably make I did it command from when you first buried an Emmy. Oh, that's right. I did it. Commands. Getting out of control, man. So many commands. I put them all on my I put them in a panel, actually, on my Twitch page, so people can actually see them. I don't really explain what any of them are, but... Yo! Oh, wow, okay, this is gonna be... Okay, hold on. We're gonna... I thought you clicked through those, but apparently you don't. Okay, we're gonna run. Oh, this is brilliant! Okay, we're gonna slow it down to listen to their commentary. Oh. Don't know why we gotta climb. Because we don't want to start a commotion until we've saved Aerith. If that's possible. Hehehe. Knock it off. You're giving me the creeps. This scene is very good in the remake. So even you will fight for someone else. I guess I figured you wrong. Who cares what you figured? I'm just saying, maybe I was wrong. Hehehe. Okay, I can't read this all fast enough because I'd rather just get it done and over with. But the voice acting with the remake is great. I don't think you can beat Tifa. I think you will always be behind her. If I remember correctly. As if I've played it multiple times. I think I've read somewhere that you can't beat her, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Isn't there a chest somewhere around here? Maybe. It's not as bad as the Hall of Records from the Neverhood. The Neverhood? I have literally not met another living soul that has heard of the Neverhood. The Hall of Records? Oh yeah, if you type hug, I'll do it for you because I haven't had any time to get Leorin board set up. I haven't even tried it out with YouTube yet. I know you can make it happen, but I think that's the only way I'm going to get my sources to show up via YouTube chat. Come on, Barrett, pull it together. Yeah, well, all I know is I'm only flesh and blood, except for this arm of mine. Don't treat me like I'm some ex-soldier or something. What about me? I'm human too. Oh, do what you want. I'm going on. Oh, that's right. He says I'm going back. And she's like, we've already made it halfway. All right, all right. Cloud, you go on ahead too. What? Why? What? That was weird. What a weird exchange. It's because you're wearing a skirt, Tifa. It's not my fault you chose to wear such a short skirt. I mean, just saying. My guess is she's got shorts on under there, I would imagine. I don't know. I've never worn a skirt that short, so I don't know. All I know is I have to send Charlotte to school in dresses with shorts underneath. I love the Neverhood. It was so amazing. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. The Neverhood. So I've only ever played Skull Monkeys that had... Well, wasn't his planet called the Neverhood? So was that the PC version? Was that the prequel? Skull Monkeys is a trip. Holy cow, is that game ever a trip. Finally, made it. Never want to see no more stairs for the rest of my life. I don't know why they didn't all just run into Cloud. But here we are. We better get ready. Okay, we better level up some we best level up some limits. Because I didn't get fire. Not that I don't know if fire really matters. Hey, Cloud! We come this far and you're thinking of going back down to the first floor? No! So we have to find... Okay. I don't normally wear skirts that short either. Cloud does. Oh, what? These guys are mighty grunts. Sounds like something from a Nickelodeon show. Oh, what? Okay. Oh. It's about to get real. Maybe. Yeah. Fire, bolt. Maybe. The Neverhood was the first game before Skull Monkeys. It was a totally different genre. It was a PC point-and-click adventure puzzle game. Yeah, I've never watched any gameplay of it, but I do feel like I've seen... I watched some YouTube video about it or something. But I've never actually seen it. But I remember my brother loved... He had the Neverhood's, CD, right? I just remember loving their music. Man. They were great. My brother went through a phase where he really loved, ooh, snap. He really loved, They Might Be Giants and the Neverhood. The more odd the band, the better. Am I on 59 right now? Yes. Okay. It's good. It's one of my favorite games. All right. You know, I actually played Skull Monkeys. I've beaten Skull Monkeys one time, and then the second time I played through it, the Evil Engine number 9 was so unbelievably challenging, I quit. I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, I don't know how I ever did this in real, ever. It was insane. It was so hard. The Neverhood has great music. Skull Monkeys, wow. I have great memories of playing Skull Monkeys with my brother. I keep thinking you're saying Spelunky, also a good game. I've never played Spelunky. What are those? I'm Confucian. What are those? I feel like those have never been there before. What are they? What are you? Look at all them guards running around. Cloud, you go on ahead and signal us when it's safe. Oh, this brings me back like Knights of Hyrule Castle and Ocarina of Time vibes. Skull Monkeys was so hard. It was extremely unforgiving. They did not let you, like... My favorite song out of the whole soundtrack was the Secret Room song, for sure. Okay. I was about to run. That would have been a bad idea. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh shoot, now I have to like wave them? Oh. Okay. Okay. Look at these clown shoes, just like walking back and forth in the same. When is a good time? That was a good time. I never struggled super hard with Skull Monkeys until the evil engine. Well, no, that's not true. All the levels with the big giant bugs were all really bad. Man, there were a bunch of them. Charlotte used to love watching the shorts, like the little animated shorts, or like, you know, the little like cutscenes. She used to like watching the cutscenes. Like the one where he throws the potato at his head. Ah! He throws the potato at his head and he reads the letter on it. And he's like, P.S. Do not eat of the root. You will... Oh no! Crap! You will break out in painful, itchy sores. Then he goes, ah! And all these sores break out all over his face. Oh my gosh. Or the one where the skull monkey is holding a hamster and it crawls into his eye. Sure. J-Hops always tells me that I hoard my magic, or I hoard my missiles. And in this game, I consider it my magic. I don't ever want to use my magic. Because I'm always like, what if there's a boss, man? What if there's a boss, yo? Can't remember where all the bosses are. So I don't ever want to use my magic, but then I end up getting pummeled. Because I never use my magic. If you look into Spelunky, you gotta get one from Mossmouth. I think there's another game called Spelunky made by Sony or something, and it's very bad. Okay, good to know. Oh, you have Bolt too, Barrett. Good for you. Good for me. I gave you Bolt. That's good. I don't know if Ice did much. Oh, what? Well, that did nothing, so that's cool. Good job, folks. Good job, crew. I should make this my brother's ringtone. We have to do the whole thing. I don't think I've ever been caught there. First time for everything. Okay. I can do this. Just sitting and waiting and watching and waving. This one's not bad. It's the other one that sucks. Okay. No. Stress me out. I didn't know you started all the way at the beginning. That sucks. Barrett runs slow. Okay. Oh. Okay, that was good. That was good. We did it. Way to go, guys. Okay, we gonna rock. Remember, we're here to save Aerith. What else would we be here for, Tifa? Good gracious. Child. I think you're thinking of Spelunker. I have never heard of Spelunker. I feel like I have seen a Spelunky game. I don't remember seeing your face before. Are you new here? Say, you're cute. Let me teach you some things. things. Wipe that stupid look off your face. I was only going to teach you how to get to the next floor. The higher-ups in the company use the floors above the 60th floor, but you can't get there without a key card. Get a key card, and you can use the elevators freely. Voila! Hear that sound, and the door will open. Just remember, there are different types of cards. One key card alone won't let you go everywhere. For example, key card 60 only takes you to the 60th floor. Key card 65 only takes you to the 65th floor. Okay. Oh, I have to go. Gotta get back to work. Isn't it like night? Oh no, you break in the remake at night. But this is like... Yeah, I would say it's easy to get confused. I feel like I've seen Spelunk. I don't know. Who's got a key card for me? Because everything above the 60th floor is safe. What you think? Oh, what? Again? Okay. I need a key card. Stat. Who the heck are you? What are you doing around here? Where's Aerith? Aerith? How did you know that name? You must be... Aerith, you mean that kid, the receptionist? I was starting to worry about her too. And so another rival appears on the scene, eh? You mean she's not? It's someone else? What? You make no sense, sir. 61? Oh, there is a... Oh, I thought that was a key card, that blinking thing. I was wrong. Nope. Wow. Moving around so fast is hard. So somebody down there has a key card for me. Who is it? I'm kind of in a hurry. Oh, that's too bad. What? Give me a key card. So you must be that, whatchamacallit, Shinra Inc. Repair Division. This building looks like it's falling apart. This door was just pushed open. You ought to fix this right away. And take a look at the other floors, too. Here, take this. Thank you, good sir. I'll be on my way. Ah, if I can aim. Wow. Wow. Oh. Okay, this is all stuff. Dr. Gast. Report on high Mako levels in living beings. Like meh. This is the Scientific Research Library. Materials for the... Okay. I don't think this is important. Good night, Larry. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Give Zoe our best. Glad you guys aren't sick with COVID anymore. I hope anybody that has COVID or has had COVID has had a mild case of it. Oh, I remember this. I completely forgot about this. And when this happened in the remake, I was like, I cannot remember any of this for the life of me. Actually, I'm mayor in name only. The city and everything in it really is run by Shinra. My only real job is watching over Shinra's documents. Me, the mayor, a librarian. You want to get upstairs? I'll tell you what. If you can guess the password, I'll give you my key card. Yes, that's it. Guess the password and I'll give you my key card. What? I'm supposed to just guess what's in his head? Oh, whenever she's gone live, I have been tied up with kids, but I will, one of these days, I will be free. May Kalulu bless your journey into dreamland. King? Okay. So I don't get a special item. Well, that sucks. It's a much better word than Hojo. Best. What? Oh. So it's just process of elimination. Okay. Well. Bomb? Wow. Okay. Yep, the last word I chose. Mako! I love the sound of that. Mako! If I had a lot more of it, I would be a real mayor. Well, okay, here, take it. Thanks, mayor. I bet the key to figuring out what his password is probably in these libraries, but maybe not, because it's just process of elimination. It's like you don't get one, you get what did he give me? The 65? Oh, I remembered this room. You get stuff. And there's like a secret way to do it. You climb into the vents? I am permitted to open doors on this floor up to 3 times. If you receive an item coupon, remember to exchange it here for an item. Righto. I'm gonna enter one of those ducts. Oh no, I can't enter there. Shoot, I can't remember how to do this one. There's like a special way to do it where you can get all the items with only opening 3 doors, I think. Because there is an all materia in here somewhere, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh, there's an air vent there. Where are the other air vents? I can't see. Well, I have to use 2 key cards to get anywhere. Oh no, I have to use 3. I'm gonna suck at this. Maybe. B coupon! But I can climb in and look around. I don't remember how to do this. Let's speed things up, shall we? Maybe oh, I don't think I did it. A coupon. Oh, I think it's the C coupon in the middle right there that gives you the all materia. Dang. Oh, there's a door here. How in the world are you supposed to do that with only 3? Oh, what? Oh, you can climb in, even when it's closed? I thought you couldn't. Oh, beans. I wanted that all materia. Gee, dang it. No. Can you climb? Oh, it doesn't look like... Okay, maybe you can't. Can you reset all the doors? No. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I need to think. Okay. If I only have 1 and I start out here... I mean, it's impossible. Where else are you supposed to go? In order for you to get anywhere, you have to use 3 keys. I am so confused. I want that all materia. There is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. There's a door out there. Okay. But you still need to use 3 key cards to get there. There's a way to do this. But how? So how do you get to an air duct with only opening 2 doors? That is what I don't understand. Come on, Cloud. Buddy, there you go. So there's 2... Yeah, you have to use 3 regardless. There's a way to do this. I just don't know how to do it. Okay, if you go in this way, you still have to do 3 doors. If you go in this way, you still have to do 3 doors. Yes. This way, you still have to do 3 doors. This way, you have to do 3 doors. It doesn't make any sense. My brain. I can't see all the way over there. That's the problem. I can't see where all the doors lead. You have to get here. No. No, you have to get to the... okay, wait. You have to get to the other one using only 2 doors. Because it's impossible to get to this one that I just went in using only 2 key cards. Or whatever. There's 1. I can't see down there in that bottom corner. Okay, there's 1 door right by this one. It's over there. Oh, my camera's flipped. Yes. Oh, no, you can't because the door... Oh. I was thinking maybe that was it. No, because you still have to open that one, then open that one. How is this done? I know I've done it before, but I know I had to look it up. Whatever. I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm annoyed. No. Hold on. This is a stupid floor. Why, Shinra? Why is all those things? No, it's all still 3. Okay, you still have to go through 3 doors. Gosh, I cannot remember how to do this. Fine. Fine. What do I have? Yes. Yay! Boo. Star Pennant. What does that do? I don't even know. Protects against poison. Sure. I'll take that. What is the 4 slot? Is that a... What is the 4 slot? I don't remember what it is. Hey, it's Gru Gru! I was thinking of you the other day. Have you ever played, Rayman Legends? Yes, Rayman Legends. There's a song, a level in it where the they sing glue glue. And it goes glue glue, glue glue, glue glue, glue glue, glue glue, glue glue. And I was singing it Gru Gru. Just popped into my head. What exactly is a 4 slot? I thought it was a weapon. Maybe I am wrong? Oh, it's a bracelet. Ooh, no. Yeah, well, okay. That's great. That's not gonna work for any of my people, but thank you. What I really wanted was that all. I know there's a way to do that. I just couldn't. Can I go up any further? Did I only get 64? Oh. Let's do this really fast. Oh, I'm gonna need to heal my guys up here in a hot second. Whoa. This is insane. Wow. Holy cow, everybody's gonna die. Hold on. Barrett, wow. Everybody needs to calm down. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing. Does Cloud have... Oh, he does. He has Cure Everybody. I didn't know this music, but I'm listening to it on YouTube. That sounds a funny music. It is. It's great. Their musical levels are fantastic. They even have a mariachi version of Eye of the Tiger. And it is perfectamente bien. It's great. And the way those levels work is you like do the levels to the rhythm. They're really geniusly done. Aha! But yeah, Gru Gru reminds me of glue glue. Glue glue, glue glue, glue glue. I want this, whatever's in. Oh, what? Boo. Oh, yep, okay. Locked. What gives, man? Oh, that's right. I have to, like, put all the... Okay. Insert Midgar parts. Just one. This is so pointless. Why? This is so pointless. This is just a waste of time. Seriously, the aiming on 3 times speed is insane. Cannot aim for the life of me. Rayman Legends is a great game. Highly recommend. Fantastic. Rayman Origins is also good, but Rayman Legends is even better, I think. Actually, Rayman Legends is great because you can play both games in the same game, which I did not expect. But you play Rayman Legends, and then the more you unlock, the more levels you actually get to unlock all the levels from Origins as well. And they actually kind of updated them slightly, so they're a little easier to play. Not that they were like super challenging before, but they just kind of updated some of the playing mechanics, and they made it a lot better. I actually prefer playing Rayman Origins in Rayman Legends, if that makes sense. Highly recommend. Great game. Great music. Wholesome, funny. It's great. I love the sound the little guy with the magic hat says when he gets mad. It's like a little skull that comes up on top of his head. Whatever the heck you are. Oh, wow. What are you? Hammer Blaster. Okay, sounds legit. Oh, he like disappears. He looks like he's wearing a Santa hat. Wow, okay. Cool flex. Yay! Somersault is better. Not the best, but better. Oh, look at that. Secret room up here. Is there another one up here? Nope. What? There's one more? I'm just trying to... Oh, there we go. Did I not get all of the... That one has the key card in it, though, doesn't it? Oh, I thought there was still a missing piece. Okay. Oh, snap. Here it is, folks. We gonna do some eavesdropping. In a second. I think we have to get above them? Maybe? We have to climb into a duct somewhere. Is it just me, or does the conference room smell? There's some sort of stench coming from somewhere. It's probably the people in it. The terrible people in it. I need to find the bathroom. Here it is. All right, climb up. Let's do this. Let's listen in on our pals at Shinra. Grab on with those little blocky hands. You know what you're doing. Let's speed things up. Jeez, that's a lot of suits. We have the damage estimates for Sector 7. Considering those factories we already set up and all the investments, the damage is estimated at approximately 10 billion gil. The estimated cost to rebuild Sector 7 is we're not rebuilding. What? We're leaving Sector 7 as it is and restarting the Neo Midgar plan. Thanks. Yay! Just climb on up into those air vents. Cloud has a thing for air vents, apparently. Then the Ancients? The Promised Land will soon be ours. I want you to raise the Mako rates 15% in every area. Rate hike, tra-la-la! And please include our space program in the budget. How is he jumping like that? He's such a tiny, round man. Reeve and Scarlet will divide the extra income from the rate increase. Aw, man. That is true. I've got a confession, though. I've actually never seen Die Hard. Have you ever seen Looper, though? Because they did a really great job of making Joseph Gordon-Levitt look like a young Bruce Willis. It was uncanny. It was wild. Sir, if you raise the rates, the people will lose confidence. It'll be all right. The ignorant citizens won't lose confidence. They'll trust Shinra Inc. even more. Ha 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 ha! After all, we're the ones who saved Sector 7 from avalanche! That dirty cuss. Oh, here's the dude. Here's the man. Here he is. He is so creepy in the remake. Oh, he is so creepy. They did a really great job with him. Hojo, how's the girl? As a specimen, she's inferior to her mother. I'm still in the process of comparing her to her mother, Ifalna, but for now, the difference is 18%. How long will the research take? Probably 120 years. It's probably impossible to finish in our lifetime, or in the lifetime of the specimen, too, for that matter. Freaking creep. Look at those eyes. Look at that hair. That's why we're thinking of breeding her. Then we could create one that could withstand our research for a long time. What about the Promised Land? Won't it hinder our plans? That's what I need to plan. The mother is strong and yet has her weaknesses. That concludes our meeting. All right. Good old Scarlet. Something stinks. I feel like Scarlet should have a British accent. Maybe I'm wrong. No, a southern accent? They were talking about Aerith, right? I don't know. Probably. Let's follow him. Come on, you guys. You're smarter than that. Of course they were talking about Aerith, you noodles. I never watched Looper, but I marked the recommendation. Looper was great. My husband and I still argue about the ending. We don't agree. Oh, there's Hojo. Oh, guys, we're about to meet Genova. Oh, it's happening. She's in there. It's about to get crazy up in here. I remember him. That Hojo guy? He's in charge of the Shinra's science department. Cloud, don't you know him? This is the first time I've actually ever seen him, so that's what he looks like. He is a creeper to the max. Whoa. You guys. Holy cow, everything's happening so fast. There's gonna be an ad in about a minute, and I apologize. Wow, wow, wow. Like, it's too much. I mean, it's great when you're grinding or something, but man, it is like a lot to handle. When, can we just walk in here? Yep, we can. Oh, shoot. I should have saved somewhere. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? A, yes. B, no. C, Ander. Of course Die Hard is a Christmas movie. That's what I've heard. I've also heard people say that, you know what I'm going to do? No fighting. I'm going to go down and find that save point. Isn't there a save point somewhere around here? Possibly use a tent. I swear there's a save point somewhere around here. Is it in the lounge? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh no! There is no save. Oh, beans. Okay. I thought I remembered a save point somewhere around here. No. Okay. All right. I like to walk on the wild side. I laugh in the face of danger. Ha 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 ha. Maybe. Oh, wait. This is the gym. I swear there's a save point around here somewhere. Oh, yeah. Oh, and beds. A nap room. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot. Man. They are working out hard in there. All right. All right. Oh, no. I don't want to fight any guys yet. Do I? Oh, wait, there's stuff in the lockers. I swear. Oh. Remind me, did the PS1 have a joystick? Or did it have just a directional pad? Ooh. That's it? What? I wish all my jobs had a nap room. Although I did work at a beauty salon, which had tables. So I could just nap on my table at lunch, which I did many times. Okay. Time to get serious. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Oh no, run! Turn around. Speed slash! Oh, yeah, 6 yes! I don't know what that means, but... Tifa, my girl! That was awesome! That was good. The PS1 gamepad had a joystick, but not when Final Fantasy VII came out. It was later, something when Metal Gear Solid or Gran Turismo came out. That's what I thought, because this with the joystick feels... The aiming is really bizarre. Yeah, hide your spiky little head. It's not conspicuous at all. Is this today's specimen? Red 13, my boy! Yes, we're starting right away. Raise it to the upper level. I don't know why I made his voice like that, but here we are. My
precious specimen.
It's kind of what he acts like in the remake, actually. Totally unhinged. I like when you find him on the beach wearing his lab coat. That's great. I was gonna say, do your lean, Tifa. Precious specimen? Is it gonna be used for a biological experiment? Oh, here she is. Genova. Okay, so when I first saw Genova, I was like, I don't understand what I just saw. I saw an eyeball down here, and I don't understand what I just saw. Cloud's freaking out, having a seizure, guys. Help him out. Genova. Sephiroth's. So they've brought it here. Cloud, be strong. Did you see it? See what? It's moving. Still alive? Where the cuss its head? The whole thing's stupid. Let's keep going. Leave it to Barrett to bring everybody crashing back to reality. Good old Genova. She poses quite a threat, actually. Oh, there's a save point right there. Ah, silly me. At least I got a nap. Sweet. Poison doesn't really do much, but I will take some extra. Yes. Wait. Yes. Oh, we got 2 YouTube bots. Wow. One's named Leon. I just watched a video about a guy bringing home a lobster from the supermarket and naming it Leon. Oh, I didn't save. No. Stop. Okay, we are good on Tifa, my girl. Saved us all from getting our, having some HP taken down. So we are ready. Aerith! Oh, that was Cloud. Aerith? Oh, is that her name? What do you want? Oh, shrug. We're taking Aerith back. Outsiders. Should have noticed it earlier, you. There's so many frivolous things in this world. Are you going to kill me? I don't think you should. The equipment here is extremely delicate. Without me, who could operate it? Ugh. That's right. I recommend you think things out logically before you make any rash moves. Now, bring in the specimen. My precious. So they're gonna breed Aerith with a dog rat thing. He looks a lot more like a dog rat in the remake than he does in here. In this, he just looks like a wolf, but he looks a lot like a dog kind of wolf rat in the remake. Cloud, help! What do you think you're doing? Lending a helping hand to an endangered species. Both of them are on the brink of extinction. If I don't help, all these animals will disappear. Animal? That's terrible! Aerith is a human being! You're gonna pay! Barrett, can't you do anything? Oh, I was gonna say just shoot him, but... Alright, step back! Stop! It's kind of odd he reacted now. Oh no. They were ready for that. What are you doing? Oh, my precious specimens! Oh, bam! Take him out! Now's our chance to get Aerith! Yeah, Larry's right. They could have cut out a lot of this. Thanks, Cloud. A lot of this text. Uh-oh. What? Cloud. Cloud, come on! The elevator is moving. It's not moving just yet. This is no ordinary specimen. This is a very ferocious specimen. He's rather strong. I'll help you all out. It talked? What voice do we have for Red 13? I'll talk as much as you want later, miss. was really sad that you couldn't actually be Red 13 in the remake. Somebody take Aerith somewhere safe. Oh no, Tifa has my, I have Cure too. Okay, Tifa, I'm counting on you. What's your name? Hojo has named me Red 13, a name with no meaning whatsoever to me. Call me whatever you wish. My bad, they're banned now. Oh, don't worry about it, Michael. I totally don't worry about it. It's fine. It just makes me laugh. Red 13. I feel like my brother always used to name Red 13 Anthrax, which was oddly fitting. We'll just keep it Red 13. Come on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're fighting something? I legitimately do not remember this fight. Shady breath. Okay. Red, what do you have? What do you... Oh, no. This is not what I meant. Okay. I don't remember this boss fight at all. I thought that you just fought Genova. Okay. Oh, he's got like a monster shoulder. Okay. Oh, shoot. But Cloud is resistant. Oh, he has fire. Oh. That is good. Throw grenades in the elevator. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I got it. I got it. Do I have grenades? Was fire good? I didn't even pay attention. Ooh. Oh. Let's... Oh, what? I hate that so much. Yes. Oh, he just brought one back. Oh, son of a half troll. Okay, so taking out the minis. Oh, reanimagic. Reanimagic? Okay, so taking out the minis is pointless. Got it. Awesome. That is great. Good to know. Bolt? I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here. Oh, that's right. My people are suffering. Do I have a cure for that? Potion, ether, pyro, ether, elixir? No. Rubber ball, echo screen? No. Ghost hand? Shoot, I don't have any cure for that. That is great. I'm gonna die, and it's gonna be my own dang fault. Oh, he has sense. I will sense you. Right now. No. No. Huh, I can't keep straight what I'm doing! Oh my gosh. Oh, he only has 300 left. Oh, I thought it was gonna give me like a what his weakness was, but apparently not. They do multiple versions of this. Okay. Regular attacks suck, bros. They do like multiple different kind of versions of this song for the remake, and all of them are fantastic. He only has like 300 life left. Take him out. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Rolling attack. That was... Oh, that was like berserk or whatever. Okay, yay! I was gonna say, all right, Bolt does nothing. He just happened to have less than 48 MP, cool. Maybe this boss doesn't have a weakness. Well, Bolt was definitely not his weakness. Fire seemed kind of like a weakness, but not really. Oh, what? Aerith, are you all right? She seems all right, in many ways. I have a right to choose, too. I don't like two-legged things. What are you? An informed question, but difficult to answer. I am what you see. You must have many questions, but first, let's get out of here. I'll lead the way. Cloud, so you did come for me. Ugh. I apologize for what happened back there. I was merely acting to throw Hojo off guard. Now we've saved Aerith, ain't no need to be in this building, so let's get the heck out of Dodge. If all 5 of us go together, we'll be noticed. Let's break up in two groups. I want to change my party. I need my boy. No, what? Oh, no, that is what I want. Yes. Agreed. Yeah, and do you hear it in the remake? I don't know if you actually do. I don't think you do. I mean, this is like the tail end of the remake, right at this time. Can I take away... The question is, can I take away materia from people that I know what I need to do. I need to take all my materia out of my girls. Right. Yes. Okay. Take all the materia out of you guys. No, no, no. No, no. Buttons are hard. Yes, that's what I want. She doesn't have any. Okay. I can exchange materias normally. I couldn't remember. I feel like if they, well, gosh, I don't even remember. Party change. So good. I need the menu. Did you guys know there's a SpongeBob SquarePants musical on Broadway? I did not know this until one of the videos, like a video of it, came up on my YouTube. It is wild. Oh, you have an all. That's great. I am gonna give you lots of magic. I feel like you are a strong magic specimen. I was gonna say person. Restore. Barrett didn't get anything new. Sorry, buddy. Wait. Bolt. Okay, yes. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. We're good. All is well. I'll see you later. We'll be waiting at the 66th floor elevator. Man, I don't remember any of this. I thought you got caught up here. And then I am super confused, but okay. What time is it? 10:03? I don't think I'll be fighting Genova tonight. I think that will have to wait until next stream. Oh, that goes right through. No! Please don't kill me. I only did what Hojo told me to do to prove it to you here. This is the key card to the 68th floor. What? What's in the 68th floor? I don't remember that. Oh. Stuff and things. Are those beams? Like, are they? Oh. Received potion. Ah! Oh! From one character to another? I don't remember how to do that. These guys are called moth slashers. Sounds about right. Speaking of moths, have any of you guys seen the Mothman Prophecies? Because that is an excellent movie. Right up the creepy alley that I look for, because it's not so bad that it would like totally traumatize me, but it's just creepy enough. It's got a couple jump scares. It was good. I liked it. Red 13 has great limit breaks. Yeah. Take them out. No. No. I hate using my limit when a guy is like so close to the end of his life. It just feels like a waste. Unless he's not close to the end of his life. Okay. So I guess I'll just do that. What's the Mothman about? It's actually based on a series of true events. There was like, gosh, it's been a really long time since I have, oh, you know what I should probably do before I do anything else is save. It was based on true events. There were all these sightings of what they called the Mothman. I think it was over in the East Coast somewhere, like the Northeast Coast, like up in Maine somewhere, New Jersey, something like that. But every time the Mothman was sighted, there was always some like catastrophe that happened with it, like somebody died or whatever, and people... Oh, it is a creepy movie, but it's really good. It's creepy, more unnerving than it is. I mean, there's no gore, there's no like super intense violence or anything like that. It's all just really unnerving. Richard Gere plays the main character. His wife, Deborah Messing, dies in like a freak car accident because she sees the Mothman while she's driving. She sees this entity outside the car and she crashes the car and there's no explanation. But when she's in the hospital, I believe, oh, this is floor 68. So I can't get it to floor 69? Rude. Wait. He did, but there's a save point. What? How do you... Okay. Anyway, Richard Gere basically kind of goes on this quest to figure out what the Mothman is and... What does the Mind Blow do again? Does Mind Blow drain power? Oh, shoot. So that is not as exciting as I wanted it to be. Wait, what did it say? Oh, his skill power is used up. What? Okay, good night, Cloud. So, their magic power? Wow, my life just went down a lot. Like, they annihilated me. Not anymore, apparently. So he just can't attack anymore? Oh, no. Oh, no. No, that's not what I... Son of a biscuit! If he dies, I will be so sad. There we go. Good gracious. Kind of blindsided me. Came out of nowhere. Suddenly I was just annihilated. Wow. But I got some loco weed. Anyway, there is this huge catastrophe that happens regarding a public bridge that actually happened, and nobody has any idea how it happened. I don't remember exactly what the bridge was or whatever, but this entire bridge fell into the water, like fell into the river or the lake or whatever, and nobody knows why. But it had something, it was something to do with these sightings of the Mothman or something. Anyway, it was done so well. It was great. I really, really liked it. I thought it was great. Really, really creepy. Really well done. Oh, 66th floor. Okay. Well, my tent just went completely to waste. Rude. Wow. Wow. Everybody is sad. No, just Red 13. Okay. That's all right. Save. Those are the kind of creepy movies I really like that aren't super horrifying. They're just more creepy than they are utterly terrifying. Oh, these freaking guys. Take them down fast. Good situation. Oh no, they were ready for that. Wow. I would say The Ring is like that too, but The Ring scared me more than any other movie I've ever seen in my life. The Ring was so frightening to me. I couldn't handle The Ring at all. I mean, I watched it and I wanted to die, but yeah. But The Ring did the same thing. There was no body horror. There was no real like monster, really. It was all kind of psychological. And I think it takes more effort to write a movie like that than it does to write just a monster movie. It takes more thought. They're just usually those types of movies, at least in my opinion, they just seem to take more effort. Hello. You just what? You have a trip tomorrow? Got it. I got you. Okay, it's 10:10. You know what? I think... Oh, didn't I just save? Nope, that's not what I want. Let me go save again. This is where I'm going to have to sign off for the night. With being at the tail end of being sick and having a baby that will probably wake up in the middle of the night, either needing a bottle or whatever, I'm going to need to sign off and I'm going to need to go to bed. Or at least wind down, because streaming always gives me like a high. That was kind of abrupt. I'm sorry. I can't. Andrew just missed you and wanted to say hi. He could have said hi in chat if he was watching. I don't even know if he's watching. Turns out it's not his charger that is broken for his computer. It is actually his actual computer port. So that's cool. That's my fault. I knocked it over and broke the charging port, or didn't break it, but now his charger will only charge if the computer is like sleeping. So if he has it plugged in while it's open, it doesn't lose battery, but it doesn't charge battery either. Anyway, it sucks. It could be worse, but it sucks. So I feel really guilty about that. But anyway, I really needed this. I was really sad to miss my Thursday stream, but I really needed this. It's been a really long, hard week, and we're not out of it yet. You know, Auden still isn't quite back to 100%. Charlotte, like I said, is like 120%. Andrew and I are still not quite at 100% either, but I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me and your support and the subscriptions and everything. They really mean a lot to me, and I'm really grateful I got to do this tonight. I was kind of debating earlier because I wasn't feeling super great. I was like, man, I don't want to cancel another one, but I started feeling a little better, and I'm really grateful I was able to stream because it really helped me. So thank you all for being here. I hope all of you stay healthy, and I hope all of you stay safe. It's a crazy world out there, and there's only so much you can do. So do the best you can. I'm pulling for you, but just be kind to everyone, because everybody is suffering and struggling right now. Every single person has something that they're struggling with, and we're all kind of struggling with this together. But I hope everybody stays healthy. Less than 3 for all of you. If you have not already joined my Discord, please feel free to do so. I post announcements of like stream updates on there, and we have lots of fun on there. It's a great wholesome place. We've got dad jokes and book recommendations and music recommendations and Harry Potter fan page and all sorts of stuff. So feel free to join that. We'd love to see you guys there, and I will be back most likely on Tuesday night at 7:30, provided something catastrophic doesn't happen. But I love you all, and I really hope you guys all stay safe, because it's bad out there. We were lucky. It was mild for us, but everybody have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see all of you guys next time. Bye.